Welcome everybody to another odds and ends video. This one is odds and ends number 38. Do any of you remember the time machine that Doc invented? He used an old DeLorean and it ran on plutonium and it needed like 1,000,000 gigawatts to travel back in time. And Marty, his sidekick, used it to travel back in time. Well, inspired by Doc, I built my own time machine up here on Poverty Hill. And I want to show everybody it and check it out. I think Marty and Doc would be proud of me. Let me demonstrate my time machine. It's a little windy today, so I hope nothing goes wrong. But how it works is you dial in whatever year you want to travel back in time to, and then you enter the time machine here. You enter it and on this side and you exit it on that side. Works great, don't it? Now let me demonstrate traveling back to the time that I started at. Now you enter this side to do that. There you have it, back in the time period that you started in. What? Oh, hey, anybody got Marty's phone number? Give him a call and see if Doc's available, because I got some problems with the time machine here. But it's okay, because, you know, I kind of like living in the past anyway. So, anyhow, if you get a chance, give Doc a call, would you? This is a kind of a cool setup. It's a Shakespeare reel. It's kind of like a hybrid between a spin cast and a spinning reel. And it's attached to a little packable telescopic Coleman pole. There it is, all packed up, all folded up. Here's another example of a little takedown packet type fishing pole. This one was made by Eagle Claw. It comes down into 4 sections and it's about 20 inches long. You can stuff it away in a little pack. Even if you don't backpack and need a rod to go in your little knapsack, these little poles are real handy to stuff away in the truck. I keep this one in my truck toolbox or your car trunk or whatever. Should you get to some place and you say, hey, I'd like to do some fishing here, you already got your pole. I'd like to give a shout out to a recent subscriber, but before I mention his name, there's a little story that goes with this shout out. I was involved in the archery club and setting up 3D archery courses for many years, and we would open them up to the public, and there'd be a steady stream of cars and pickup trucks coming up the driveway to register and shoot in these chutes. Well, the one day up the driveway, full of cars and trucks, rides this guy on a big motorcycle, and he's riding along, and he's got his bow strapped to the motorcycle. And he come in there and parks his motorcycle, gets out and registers to shoot. Well, now I'm thinking to myself, now this guy is a hardcore archer and biker, so I was pretty impressed with him. And I got talking to him. It turns out he's a really decent guy, really nice guy. And every time he would come up to the chutes, I'd talk to him. And then I lost track of him a little bit. I wasn't quite as involved in putting together the chutes, and I don't know if he drifted off or whatever. But through the magic of the internet, lo and behold, the other day I get a notification that a fellow who goes by the nickname Silverback has subscribed to the channel. Well, I knew who he was. I remembered him from way back when. So how cool is that all these years have passed and now he's a subscriber to the channel. So I wanted to give Silverback a thumbs up and thanks for subscribing, and take care, buddy. Here's this week's trail camera pictures of the week. I was driving down Main Street just past Captain Bob's outdoor store, and I had to do a double take. I'm driving along and I see this Scarecrow, and I had to stop and take a picture for everybody and show everybody. Evidently the hollow there has a annual Scarecrow contest, and they've got them all decorated up and down Main Street. Pretty cool. But this one really caught my eye. It's a prize winner. It won second prize in the contest. Had I been a judge, it would have won first prize. Anyhow, check out this Scarecrow. He's got a Zebco reel, he's got a net, his fishing vest, and his fishing hat. I thought it was really cool, so I wanted to show everybody. Here's one of my pairs of hunting boots here, and they're starting to get pretty beat up. Got some holes in it. I patched them, and the bottoms are starting to get slippery, and there's another hole. I usually get about a year out of a pair of hunting boots before I got to replace them. And I've got this style boot, and I've got leather boots, and I've got some pack style boots for when the weather really gets cold. If you spend any time outdoors, you're gonna wear out your footwear. But we've got it made compared to the past. This is a pair of center seam moccasins made out of brain tanned deer hide. And I had read once that in the journals of Lewis and Clark that the Corps of Discovery, at certain points on their trip to the Pacific, actually were wearing out a pair of moccasins every day or two and had to make a pair every couple of days. They would sit by the fire after having dinner and make a pair of moccasins every day or two in order to continue on their journey. Can you imagine, after all they endured and what they would go through in an average day, that instead of just sitting down and relaxing, they had to make a pair of shoes for the next day's journey. So the next time you complain about your modern boots, think about the Cora Discovery and what they went through. If you've watched any of the recent videos on this channel, you've probably noticed that I end the videos with the words "keep on truckin'." And I had a fella who had watched the primitive archery hunt with the stone tips over at Bone Creek, and he commented about me saying "keep on trucking" at the end of the video. Nothing, he wasn't being negative or anything, but he said he hadn't heard that saying since the late 60s, I guess. So I want to explain to everybody why I've been using that saying, that "keep on trucking" saying, and the saying goes back further than the 1960s. Goes way back further than that, and basically what it means is just to keep on trying no matter what life, your job, whatever throws in your way. Just keep being persistent and keep trying. So what better way to end a video than to say "keep on trucking"? So everybody just keep on trying, do your best in these crazy times, just keep at it, and thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Take care, and until next time, everybody, keep on trucking.